because people will be scared to jump against Chun-Li with full V trigger. Also, you could probably like style on people by finding other stuff. There's a lot of stuff to be found here, as you can see. Alright, hello guys, welcome back. This is LVR, and today we're gonna be talking about the V-shift changes, and specifically I'm gonna be covering Chun-Li's changes. Now, some people are claiming that she got a nerf, somewhat of a nerf, but I would, in a sense, I would agree with them, but she also got some tools back. So let's get started with all of the moves. The first move is the wall jump. And the wall jump basically got nerfed so that if you get counter hit, you basically get in a juggle state so that they can do an additional attack. This is in line with all the other characters that can do similar stuff like wall jumps. All of them are gonna be put into the juggle state, so that's pretty much universal all across the board. Anyway, the next change is to standing light kicks. So the hitbox has been extended. This is a tool that Chun-Li uses as an anti-air, and it's basically just hitting a bit further away. So yeah, that's basically the only change for that one. Next up is crouching heavy punch, which is this move. Hit stun has been increased. And the reason it's been increased is because the new V skill 2 can be cancelled into it on the first hit, which is this. And as you can see, the V skill has changed quite a bit as well, but we're gonna get to that later on. Alright, next change. This is a nerf technically, because her medium punch, more specifically this one, has a wider hitbox, so it's easier to whiff punish her now. I think they specifically said that the leg has been extended a bit, so it's easier to sweep her when she does this move. Alright, that's the first nerf, and the second nerf is to the back heavy punch, which is this move. Now this move got more, a bigger hitbox. It's basically easier to whiff punish now, and it got 5 more recovery frames. Instead of 13, it's 18 now, so it got a bit nerfed, so that she can be easier punished when she whiffs it. Alright, next change is... Now this is the biggest nerf in my opinion. It's the heavy lightning legs. And basically when she uses it right now, she basically gets nothing off of it. You get pushed back very hard, and there's no O key. If you dash twice, you're at -1 if they back recover. And I think you don't literally get nothing from one dash. Yeah, maybe you can do that, but that's definitely not gonna hit. Anyway, that's most likely the biggest nerf. I think you can do EX legs still and get OK, right? If you double dash, you should be like plus something. Yeah, +4. So you can do, I don't know, meaty setups or something, whatever. Anyway, the next thing that has been nerfed is EX spinning bird kick, which basically got a... it has been nerfed and buffed at the same time. It's got a wider hitbox. I don't know how far it can hit now. Only the X version. It's a bit bigger, but it has 4 more recovery frames, so it's -20 on block. And it's easier punished. Alright. Next up is nerf to her V skill 1. So basically it just gives you less V gauge. Instead of 50, it's down to 30 when you do moves with it, which is the flying thing V skill 1. And yeah, that's basically the only change to that V skill. Now the most important part, which is Hazanshu, or the V skill 2. That thing has been buffed. Now instead of knocking down, you basically get a +4 situation, which allows you to do this as a string. That's one of the changes to the move. It's now Projectile Invincible, so let me just show you what that means. I have pre-recorded this. So now she can fly over your projectile and do that. So it's basically, it's not something that she needed because she had that, but it's a nice change to get a knockdown OK situation from her V skill. Anyway, you can get clipped, as you see, if you don't even do it properly. But you do get the OK. Also, when it's on counter hit, you get +6, which allows you to combo from a Let me just show you from a medium attack. And you can go with heavy, that's a lot of damage. Alright, there you go, 246 with heavy. And yeah, that's basically what has happened to this skill, and it allows for some various unexplored combos right now. Alright, there it is. That's a basic combo off of her V skill, new V skill, and it's like 270 damage, 443 stun, and it's quite good in my opinion. But why it's quite good is gonna come up right now, but before we do that, I think there's something else left. Yeah, there's nothing else left when it comes to the changes, but there's some properties about this move that are really good right now, and I'm gonna show you. Now, if you catch your enemy with an anti-air, you can basically do this. Now that's the biggest buff to this move. Although considered you have to have your V trigger activated, but this is not the only thing that you can get from that. So you can basically super from an anti-air and get like almost half of your opponent's health. And I think that's quite a buff, because people will be scared to jump against Chun-Li with full V trigger. Also, you could probably like style on people by finding other stuff. There's a lot of stuff to be found here, as you can see. And yeah, you can basically, I think it's a bit unexplored. There's a lot of combos to be found with this one. And yeah, I think that's quite a buff, because people will be really scared to jump at Chun-Li right now. And I think that's it. So if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Also, I have a second channel. I'm gonna give the description, leave it down in the description, where I post short clips of sometimes text, sometimes gameplay. And yeah, please subscribe to that channel as well if you want. The videos are like under 30 seconds, most of them. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.